They met in back-to-back Super Bowls in the 90s, and they're together again. The Cowboys and Bills are underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Here we go. 49's a Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
There you go. 49. Who that?
A first down carry by Elliott. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
I'm coming after you. Shift. Here we go, 47. Here we go. Go to 54. Why? 26.
From the 36, Prescott escaping the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Then we're going to 53. 49, 26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman.
And he's going to go down again. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
26.
3rd and long for Prescott. Able to shake him off. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ed Oliver, that's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep is Micah Hyde. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Devin Singletary there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check.
To throw again. Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. From the gun, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now Austin. Dances by him. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Elliott. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. The tackle made by Levi Wallace. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen, and the grab by Croft. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
55. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Right now in the second quarter on the defensive side, they got to feel pretty good about what they're doing.
They should embrace the feeling they have now, embrace the way that they're playing, and continue that through the half. I know defensive coordinators, sometimes they overthink it, start wondering how they're going to be attacked. Just keep doing what you're doing because it's working.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
That's it. Big hit. Round 80.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And that's complete to Croft. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. They'll run on first down with Singletary. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll buy some time right. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. On first down, they stick with Singletary. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Here's Allen. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Right there, 54.
Now Allen, and this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Tyler Croft, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. We don't see too many scoreless halves in football, not in today's day and age, and we're not going to see one here. We finally have points on the board. Yeah, and it didn't come easy, did it? Because neither of these offenses really got now the starting blocks yet. But that is definitely an important score right there. And who knows? The way their defenses play, that touchdown might even hold up until the end.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott, he's going to go for a big play downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run by Yeldon. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
They're absolutely going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott flush to his right. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott sliding out of the pocket. And he rifles one incomplete. The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's now 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Check 13. Check 13.
Now Elliott. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The kick by Maher is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen.
From the gun, Allen. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. He may try and run for this. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a run with Singletary. Anthony Brown there on the tackle. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Mike 54. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Here's Allen to throw it, eluding the pressure right. He wants it all for the ends. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of his end zone, Prescott. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a 1-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
On the ground, it's Singletary. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Escaping the pressure right, and seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
49, 47. 26.
Draw play, Elliott. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. A 1st down carry now for Yeldon. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the Cowboys' 41-yard line.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll run it again with Yeldon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They go right back to Singletary. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL